Good afternoon and welcome to Active Citizens. The program is As E Dey Hot, and you're welcome to another interesting episode where we bring you hot and trending stories from around Nigeria. First off, I need to say welcome to Ifoma Oji, all the way from Iceland after attending Temi, Otedola and Mr. Easy's wedding. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm very well. I'm kind of exhausted because I mean it was a lot of fun.
Oh,
I mean the dream, the dreamy tent. It was giving like everything it's supposed to give. I had mad fun.
You did.
But you need to see. Do you know that John Legend performed?
Oh wow!
I saw him live.
I saw the videos online, but you were there live.
Come out from that dream, please.
Wake up! Wake up! Collect your money.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. You wish, right? We'll send you invite. Anyways, we're starting with the first story, and that is of the billionaire heiress and actress who has officially dropped her famous surname after her beautiful wedding from Iceland to Dubai with the music star Mr. Easy. She now goes by the name Temi Ajibade on social media. And Nigerians are not having it. Some are calling it a feminist move, others questioning why she would drop a legacy name such as Otedola that is loaded with power. Now to politics, where Lagos State Assembly members are set to receive luxury homes worth 155 million naira each as parting gifts, funded by a staggering 6.2 billion naira in public funds. As Nigerians battle inflation, fuel hikes, and rising unemployment, the news hasn't exactly been met with applause. Now, before we move on to the second story, let us just bask in the euphoria and the beauty and the fantasy that was Temi Otedola's wedding from Iceland to Dubai and all of that.
It was actually from Monaco to Dubai, then Iceland.
You really kept house for somebody they didn't invite. You were online.
I was live.
In spirit, of course.
Yes,
God is going to bring it to pass, honey.
It was such a love,
But
beautiful love
can we
story.
take a moment to celebrate Temi Otedola's white gown, her wedding gown? That was so beautiful.
Oh my God.
It was really simple. But classy. It was giving, simple, classy vibe.
And giving this British, style.
Exactly. Did you see their photo shoot? I want us to see some of those pictures while we had this conversation. But to be honest, I love the fact that they went for a sort of Britain theme. Some people as well love the fact that they brought Yoruba to Dubai. Others are saying they should have done it at, her father's house in Lagos, here in Lagos. But at the end of the day, they just look so beautiful. They looked so at peace.
Oh my God.
It's such a lovely wedding.
Situation.
A God-went situation. Please, if you know if you are tapping, oh my God, look at this wedding gown. It is so beautiful. And Mr. Easy was not also left out. He looked really dapper. And we love it for them. We love it for them.
These people, when I was not really growing up, but at some point in my life, I thought that this couple, that the man, which is Tosin, Tosin, I actually thought he was coming from, a background where they weren't, financially, buoyant enough. I thought that
I also thought he was Ghanaian.
Yes.
Because of one of his songs.
Yes. So it was during this wedding stuff that I had to probe into this man, and I found out that he has 18 different properties. Like he owns businesses in 18 different countries abroad. And that was really mind-blowing for me. Apart from that, he has his musical career by the side as his his side hustle. It was so beautiful. And this couple, according to research, they actually met in London. Yeah, I didn't even know. I thought it was in Nigeria.
Yeah, they said they went for DJ Copy's.
Yes, 2017. Yeah, it was when DJ Copy invited him to one of her, gigs then in this. And then, what's it called? Mr. Easy said that when he was trying to, you know, talk to her, she was really unresponsive. But after some time that they started having this beautiful connection, and from there to him proposing in one of his music video, Legalized. And from that Legalized, they made the proposal, you know, public, using social media. From there, now we arrived at, what's it called, Monaco for the wedding, which was actually chosen by the late mom, Mr. Easy's late mom. And then from there, we moved to Dubai. Yes, we moved to Dubai, where, I mean, they had their what's it called, their wedding too, in what's it called, the Otedola's home, you know.
Yes, and I heard it was specifically gotten for this occasion because of Temi Otedola's request.
Yes, and then from there to the main gang that we saw a lot of it. You know, sometimes I used to feel like these things were actually fairy tale. When you're watching them, you'll be like, this country, it looks quite beautiful to be true.
They really had a fairy tale wedding.
Yes, but when I saw, I was like, so this is actually, you know, live. This is actually, it's realizable. People actually travel there.
Of course, you just need the money.
And yes, and then I love the fact that, I mean, in as much as these people were rich, they maintained everything. Like, it was minimal. They didn't do too much.
You see, they didn't do too much.
Wait,
see, forget the fact that is not.
See what I'm saying.
This thing's cost, I think what they said was 17-point-something million. So it's not them.
See what I'm saying. We know how Nigerians' wedding they be. Nigerians' wedding comes with a lot of noise, but this particular wedding, you could see the class. It has a different class. Look at the dressing. Look at their dresses. It's giving these British vibes. I'm loving everything I'm seeing. It speaks of, you know, character. It speaks of elegance and demure, poise.
All right. Because if I leave it for my ear, she will just continue. Another thing I wanted to point out that people were also talking about was the fact that some people are having different perspective on the matter. So they had this wedding, according to them, Temi Otedola, she said they had it in July. I don't know which one exactly, but it was in July. And this is September, and they're coming out to show us the videos because Vogue magazine even has their wedding on, they have their wedding on Vogue, and they're coming out to tell us this is what happened in July. And people are saying, D1 especially came out to be, was saying, oh yeah, you kept this thing really low-key, and we appreciate that, we respect that, it was really mature that you did that, and you had this wedding in July, you didn't carry anybody along. Why are you not coming to tell us in September? Why are you coming to tell us and show us videos and all of that? If you really wanted to keep it low-key, maybe you should have carried the low-key till the end. But what are your thoughts? Do you think that they should have kept that energy, maintained the energy?
Is it their low-key? Apart from that, you see Temi, you see Tosin, these people have actually been, you know, too private, even though we know that these people have been dating for quite a long while now. But at the same time, I love the fact that anything and everything they do, they actually try as much as possible to, you know, seclude it or exclude it from the public, you know, domain. And that was literally beautiful to see. And them coming to, you know, share the news of their marriage ceremony and the rest. It is a ceremony. They chose to share it, so it is none of some people's business. You understand? If you don't want to tap into the blessing, if you don't want to, you know, rejoice with them, you can easily scroll now. Scroll up. There are other interesting things apart from that. But that's right now.
You know, you said something about it is their choice, right? So talking about choice, a lot of people have also come. When I say a lot of people, they have come to drag the innocent young bride, Temi Otedola, for changing her name on social media, on Instagram, from Temi Otedola to Temi Ajibade. Now, people, even feminists, have come out to say, oh, why is it that with this age-long tradition of women changing their surnames to their husband's name, that it doesn't make sense to them? Others have come out to also say that with the name, with her surname, Otedola, that we know is so powerful, it carries so much weight and power, it should have been Mr. Easy changing his name to Otedola, not the other way around. But before you give your takes, there's something else I want us to see. There's another thing that has been trending, and that is the video where Femi Otedola, that's the father of Temi, was advising her on her wedding day and trying to give his, last advice as her father. Not like the last, but the wedding speech. And it has got a lot of people talking. Let's just take a quick look at the video.
You found a great guy, very great guy, blessed guy. He's come from a very decent family. One thing I'll advise you to me is you have to succumb to the whims and caprices of your husband. Okay? He's your husband, he's your boss. There's no more dad, you don't call me up. So, one thing I like about both of you and I've observed is you're truly in love with each other. Truly, truly in love with each other. Temi is an entrepreneur. Tosi is an entrepreneur. So you match each other. This is made in heaven. For Tosi, you're going to go places. I've seen the entrepreneurial skill in you. When we were much younger, we think we used to hustle, but not like your generation. We are hustlers, real hustlers. And it's always paid off. Continue to love Temi. When you have issues, problems, just keep it within yourself. Never call any friend, I have this problem. Just keep it within your walls. And God will bless you and bless your marriage. I thank you all, and I wish you safe travels back to where various places you've come from. God bless you all. I love you all. Thank you.
Wedding, they cry. Status, they cry. This one is class at its peak. The 1% of the 1%. First of all, the ambience of that hall, the serenity of that hall, and the command that Femi Otedola was wielding as he made that speech was truly remarkable. I don't know about you or anybody. I was so proud to be Nigerian at that point. Like, these are Nigerians. What are you saying? But yes, from that video, it has garnered a lot of attention. So now feminists are saying, why would Femi Otedola make such comments, that him saying right now, forget anything about daddy, you have to succumb to your husband. He's now your boss, and Temi Otedola should not call daddy anymore. And now people are coming to complain. See, one thing I've seen from this wedding, there's a thread of complaints that has just followed. Everybody's either complaining about the price, the wedding gown, the fact that he changed her name, the speech that the father gave to his own daughter on her wedding day. Everybody has an issue with it. But before we move over to the fact that she changed her name, obviously, what do you make of this speech by Femi Otedola to the daughter?
Watching this particular video, I can see a true African man. He is rooted in culture. You understand? This is somebody that is holding everything that has to do with Nigerians, value at the tip of his, his fingers, and he's beautiful and splendid to see. I mean, a father as wealthy as that, telling the daughter to succumb to the husband, that he is her boss. It speaks a lot about how this man, his value, how he places value.
Family, exactly.
Yes, value and family. It is quite commendable. And not just that, he was not just a prominent personality that said that to him. Even the godfather of the chairman of the occasion, in the person of the richest man, Dangote, yes, he equally said the same thing, that whenever they are having issues, they should settle it within themselves. You could see that these are people that have, gone far and beyond and understood what marriage institution is all about, and they are actually advising their younger generation to, follow that route. You get. So it is quite beautiful, I must say.
So now, what is not the problem? What do you make of the comparison and the contrast with the man saying, "Oh, succumb to your husband," which in essence means submit to your husband? Because a lot of feminists are now saying that he shouldn't have used that word, that he shouldn't have publicly said that to his child, that he should have given the speech in a way where she knows that she can always run back home. And then I'm also just saying that, why does it seem like we have a lot of bitter people that are roaming around the streets, especially the street of social media, who are trying to project their fears or their experience on other people because they have gone through a certain level of heartbreak from maybe their spouse, or they saw that while growing up. They always have this escape room in their head when they're entering marriage, that, oh, if anything's up, I'm going to leave this marriage, I'm going to leave this place. And of course we understand, we empathize with situations such as abuse, whether it be mental, emotional, physical abuse. These things exist in our realities. Doesn't mean that love doesn't exist. Yeah. So now, why does it now? Do you see them, because I see them projecting on Temi Otedola. Do you see them projecting, or are they giving a well-meaning advice?
For me, there's nothing well in what they are saying. There's nothing well. It's just a bunch of jealous people that are jobless. Because if you have a job and you're doing quite okay for yourself, and you come across something like this on social media, you should smile. You understand? Even the Bible said that a man and a woman, they will leave their parents' home to become one.
Yes.
You understand? So why will people of the society be trying to put that asunder? The Bible condemns that. So why would the father be pushing the agenda of, the daughter always coming back
on her wedding day?
Coming back to, share the ups and downs going on in her marriage. I mean, he has had his own fair share of marriage. He understood what marriage is all about. And I believe that he had that understanding in his own marriage. That is why he was able to subscribe same, for his own daughter, because he's seen that is the only way that marriage can survive. You have an issue, settle it. There is no daddy at home, because there is this thing about third party in marriage. They destroy marriage if the couple are not careful. So it is always advisable.
They are not even talking about third party. They're talking about her succumbing to her husband, submitting to her husband.
The Bible equally said that.
Yeah.
Woman, submit to your husband. He is the head of the home. You understand? So why wouldn't a father, if the Bible said that to us, why wouldn't a father say such to the daughter?
Now, most people don't use Bible as a yardstick for most of these arguments.
I don't know about them, but like I said earlier, these people are a set of jealous and jobless people that can't appreciate happiness. I mean, happiness bites their eyes. I mean, it sours their eyes. So I am not. All
right. At the end of the day, we are so happy. You see here at Active Citizens, every time we talk about something like this, we are just saying it from a place of happiness and support. For one, I was really happy when I saw that they finally decided to share the videos, and they gave us a sneak peek into that memorable day of their lives. And I love the fact that, Temi Otedola actually changed her name. That was the same thing to do. It would have also gotten a different type of speculations and opinions if she didn't change her name after her wedding.
Exactly.
People would still come out to talk and say, we are still answering Temi Otedola, and start talking to the husband, Mr. Easy, you are not man enough. This is what happens when you marry into a wealthy family. Like Nigeria, you can't please anybody. At the end of the day, she'll just do you.
Yeah, and I wanted to say something, people antagonizing her for choosing the husband's name instead of the father's name. I don't actually see anything wrong with it. This is her name. If she wants to change her name, it is her name, it is her father's name, it is her identity. But she has decided that she will go the African way of, maintaining.
It's not even supposed to be their problem.
It's not supposed to be a problem. That's why I'm still saying that these people are jobless. Anyway, I don't know if you saw that in the news. What's it called? Dangote, he said that their upcoming in the next 1 year, when they will probably give birth, that they should definitely choose a country where they will come for the baby homecoming, that he will specifically fund the homecoming. I mean, and
your circle is really important too.
Really
your circle is really important.
Brilliant.
Imagine having the Dangote saying anything. Of course, money is good. Money is good. Anyways, still talking about money. Now the Lagos State Assembly are proposing for lawyers to get 155 million naira worth of houses per person. So what this means is that individually, for every lawmaker, for the Lagos State Assembly lawmakers, they are to receive individually, not collectively, individually, 155 million naira worth of property. And this is just insane, because generally the amount is 6.2 billion. The budget for this is 6.2 billion naira. And when I saw this news, the first thing that came to my mind, I just thought it was collective, and I saw that it was individually, and it just blew my mind the more. The fact that we are battling with hunger, with inflation, and also the same budgets, tight budgets for some ministries. The other day we saw that Nigerian embassies abroad are being threatened with rents. They have not paid their bills. They've not paid local staff salaries. And the complaint was that they were on a tight budget, right? And now we are seeing a budget for houses, 6.2 billion. But just to bring to our notice that, speaking on this, the legality of the arrangement, of this particular arrangement, remains uncertain. So Nigeria's 1999 constitution, under section 124, permits states assemblies to legislate pensions or gratuities for governors and their deputy. I repeat, governors and their deputy. But it does not extend this privilege to legislators. This is according to our constitution. So now, more recently, Abia and Benue State have scrapped the generous pension laws for ex-governors, reversing years of entrenched perks. So now this is just Abia and Benue State coming out to say, hey, this money is too much. We can't afford to do this if we want to have a thriving budget or work according to our state allocations and all of that. But 155 million naira per house, too much or just enough?
How can it be? How can it be too much? How can it be? Is it
just enough?
What do I even say? It's extremely too much. With a country that is grappling in food insecurity, I mean, lack of job, no job anywhere, insecurity, name them, a lot of things, diseases, name them, and these people are budgeting such amount for a house for each member.
That is their 40. That is for all the entire 40 to reach everybody.
When it's more like a farewell package when they are done with service.
Yes, now as per pension and gratuity.
Thank you so much for serving. This is your house. But there are still people like the security operatives. It was last week that we were having this conversation about them, lamenting and protesting that their gratuity and their pension has not been
ex-soldiers as well.
Yes, and they could not. The government could not do anything about it.
They were asking them to vacate.
Just lawmakers budgeting such amounts for themselves, not even currently, but for future purpose, and that is so insensitive. With the condition of the country as it stands right now, it is quite insensitive, and I don't know why these people keep eroding the citizens' trust every single time. It's quite sad. It's quite sad.
It is.
I am certain in each of these lawmakers in their communities, there are a lot of underdevelopment in their communities. There are a lot of projects, roads that are terribly, in a bad and terrible situation that they would have used such money to, fix up. Look at education. We complain every day about the young children not having quality education. We complain every day about amajiris roaming on the streets, and one person is being given a house of 155 million naira after service.
The amount
that is so insensitive, I must say.
The amount that the average Nigerian, it will take them 40 years to amass is what they are giving a Lagos State lawmaker for a house. This is not the other gratuities, benefit, or this is just a house. And do you know the funny thing is they will now choose between Lagos or Abuja. So like, Lagos, no, I want Abuja. That's the audacity, that's the authority these people have when they are spending our money. And I'm just really marveled by it. But first of all, of course, we know this is insensitive. This is thoughtless at the best. But now, do you think that, I wanted to ask that what level of public input or oversight exists in approving such budgets? Because first of all, why would 6.2 billion naira be approved for houses? Didn't they see the description, what it was being approved for, and they saw other things that were still pending? What are really the measures these people put in place to checkmate the budgets that should be approved and the budget that should not be approved? Let us also not forget that up to now, the quarterly budget reports that the government is supposed, the federal government is supposed to give us, they are yet to see it. The CBN monthly report, we are also yet to see it. Now, it's as though, I will say it again, we are just in the dark. If they ask us, how much did they make as revenue? We don't know. How much did they spend on expenditures? We don't know. But these people are spending, it means we are doing well now. It means the economy is blooming. We are just at the top of our game at this point.
If I should say something here, yeah, I'm like, I think there is an undertone to this allocation or this budget approval. Because it's these same lawmakers that most politicians use to, they pay to do their bidding. So if they come up with something like this, a proposal like this, why will it be turned down? Because it's still the same people that you run to. You understand? When you have issues, when you need land, it's still the same set of persons that you run to. So I am not surprised that, this particular budget was actually approved. I am not surprised. But what hurts is that the fact that, there are a lot of things that we need to fix in the country, and this became a priority for these people.
No, okay.
It's quite sad.
You are also talking about budget. I just also remembered the story that we talked about, the fact that they're also proposing to increase the salaries of top government officials, including that of the president, the vice president. We had the discussion here, and they came out, the federal government, the presidency came out to say that the salary that the government, that's the president, receives is unheard of, that it's not enough, that it's not seen anywhere else. Do you understand? And that we should increase it. And then I asked, on what basis are we increasing salaries? Because at the end of the day, we'll still be the one to pay for these salaries. It's out of our tax money that they would use to pay for these things. Now, with that being said, we don't know. We might just wake up tomorrow and we see that the salary has been increased. That being said, now we have also not forgotten the fact that there was a budget for, not even budget, they spent 20-point-something billion for just backup cars in Lagos State. Apart from that as well, there's the 18-point-something million that they spent on the presidency jets for his going and coming in right into the country. And apart from that, there's also money that they allocated for these same vehicles. They really like vehicles in this country, that they allocated for vehicles in Nigeria. All of these expenditures, they say that where a man's heart is, that's where you see his treasure, right? Where does it look like the heart of these government officials are right now?
Their heart is in their pockets, as it stands right now. Because, their treasure lies in securing properties and, all this money for themselves, for their own personal gain. I keep telling you that these people, they don't care about how Nigerians are faring. They don't care about how, children, even if you don't care about Nigerians, which I know children are part of, but what about the children? What about children that are going into a lot of malnourishment? You could actually allocate those money to eradicate, poverty or hunger in the land. But no, it's they treasure themselves so much, and it's quite alarming that at the end of the day, everything ends in this earth. It does not go beyond. That is what I am yet to understand. So why can't you use that little money or that huge amount of money for the benefit of people that, you know, needs it, and leave a good legacy for yourself? Imagine them, you know, buying tomorrow, and we are coming to talk about how they embezzled money, how they kept
no
houses
good legacy,
for
no
themselves.
good name,
No legacy at all, no reputation at all. And it's
all.
quite sad. They don't, at this point, I don't even feel like they are concerned about, you know, reputation. They have nothing.
Do you
to do
know,
with
I just
reputation.
feel like
so long as there is a lot of money in their pockets.
We have two issues. The fact that these people just lack compassion. They just outrightly lack compassion. It has gotten to a point where they no longer see the next person. They no longer consider the next person. Oh, this single mother of 4, how is she able to feed? There are no jobs.
Is it not the other day that one governor of, is it Imo State or Abia State? I can't remember the particular governor. Was actually saying that he gave 500 naira to a woman that gave birth. He gave her Pampers and then 500 naira. You didn't watch that?
Okay, it's not the Abia, it's the former, was it Imo State or
I don't
something?
know if it's Imo State, but I know he's a particular governor. And I'm like, you're proud to come out in the media space to say that you gave 500 naira.
That's what I'm saying.
And people were asking him, don't you think 500 naira is too small? He now said that a poor person, are you asking a poor person what he would do with 500 naira?
It all boils down to what we are saying.
Where is your where is compassion?
At the end of the day, these politicians just lack compassion. They are no longer Nigerians. They are no longer humans, because there is no way you will tell me that as a human being, you don't see other people. Like, you are so conceited, you're so conceited that you only think about yourself, your family, your next generation unborn. And at the end of the day, apart from the fact that they lack compassion, we have also given them the audacity to treat us like this. To be honest, we have given them that hand to look down on us like this, because every election day we go and we sell our vote for 4,000 naira, and now they no longer see us as anything much. They just believe that when it comes to election, they will give you 4,000 naira, half bag of rice, and then that is it. But I think it is high time that us, not just as Nigerians, but as human beings, should first come together to respect ourselves, treat yourself the way you want other people to treat you, and then you will see that portray in how they also treat you as well. And this just boils down to the fact that we need to respect ourselves as a nation, as a people, knowing that we deserve so much better than the leadership that we have currently, the government that we have currently. And the only way to do that, you can't be telling me that you have all of that and you don't have your PVCs, or you have that and you are willing to sell your vote. You have already budgeted at the 4K they will give you, use it to go and buy rice at Mama Put. It does not make sense until we make a promise and we stick to that promise. Then maybe things will begin to change. But anyways, thank you, Ifoma, for doing this with me. It's always a pleasure joining you on the conversation. And to our VIP viewers, thank you so much for joining as usual. Don't forget, the comment section is yours for the taking. Share your thoughts, your opinions, your comments in there. If you've not followed us, you are wrong. Make sure you follow us right away. Like, stop what you're doing and go follow us across all social media platforms. And if you're yet to subscribe, also please subscribe as well. And you can find me on my personal page on Instagram and Facebook at Sharon NM Chuku. And you, Ifoma?
You can find me on Facebook at Oji Sophia and on Instagram at Misulex.
All right, so till we see you this evening for Active Citizens Parliament, do have a good afternoon.